In this video, we are going to be discussing the next bit sensor TAO. Stay tuned to the end to get our full synopsis on this entire project. What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Verse Crypto channel, the #1 altcoin channel in all of crypto. My name's Khaos Kris and I'll be your host today. Before I have this video, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, and turn bell notifications on so I keep you guys up to date with the latest, greatest news and information within this space. With that being said, let's hop right in this video. Today, we're going to be talking about a special AI altcoin. If you've been sticking around the market, you probably know that artificial intelligence is probably going to be one of the biggest narratives ever. We've seen chatbots do insane gains. We've seen layer 1 blockchains do insane gains. We've also seen DePIN exploding. So there's a lot of excitement behind this narrative, and believe it or not, there's going to be new projects coming out. Now, I was scrolling across crypto Twitter and just being a degen as usual, and this project came across my feed. And to be honest, when I dove into this, I got bit sensor TAO vibes right off the bat. So today, we're going to be talking about a special project that I think has the potential to do 100x in this bull market. Now, before I discuss this project and dive into what it is, please keep in mind, I'm not a financial advisor. This video is for entertainment and education purposes only. Please do your own research. Now, after going through and diving into this project, you guys have probably been keeping up with bit sensor TAO. And the one thing you know is you're going to see a lot of these new language learning models. And that's just a fancy term for ChatGPT, ChainGPT. Basically, you have a bunch of information, go into an AI model, and it spits something out. Now, the issue with ChatGPT is it's not necessarily efficient, and it requires a lot of energy and computation power to train the model and get it up to speed. So when it first launched, it was great, but also it suffered from computation problems and financial costs. Now, what we're seeing in the crypto markets is we're seeing projects come out with a solution to generate this computational energy that could potentially be a game changer for the entire artificial intelligence space. Now, this one project is basically providing a solution to this problem I just discussed. On top of that, it's very similar to bit sensor TAO, but the one thing that they're trying to do is make this entire blockchain energy efficient, which definitely is going to be huge, especially when we start to see the rollout of artificial intelligence. And the name of this project is Zero Labs. And you guys come over here to 01 Labs. It's a new decentralized AI, and they're building out a full ecosystem. Now, just scrolling down here on the website, it gives you a great breakdown of what this project is, and we're going to dive into the white paper, and I'm going to give you guys the meat and the cheese. But long story short, DEAI is the main token behind this cryptocurrency project. And what DEAI does is it creates an artificial intelligence marketplace where developers can go on, build dApps, sell it to people. And then also on top of that, they're creating a tool on top of this ecosystem where you can actually create your own artificial intelligence dApp. So the best way to think about this is when you go on your phone, you have the Google Store, you have the Apple Store, except on the blockchain. And it's mainly tailored for artificial intelligence dApps. Now, coming over here to the light paper, it gives us a great breakdown of what this platform is. Now, let me scroll up real quick. So, the Z1 ecosystem, DEA flywheel. Z1 is on a mission to develop the most comprehensive proof-of-stake based ecosystem for DEAI tools and apps. Now, the one thing I want to point out here is they're actually going to be creating a proof-of-stake blockchain, not a proof-of-work blockchain. The reason why proof-of-work blockchain was first used is because it creates computational energy that can train these AI models, and that energy is crucial in order to build an advanced language learning model and also to implement other AI dApps. But the Z1 ecosystem is trying to find an energy efficient approach, and proof-of-stake is energy efficient. Now, for this purpose, we are creating a set of interconnected models, each playing a different role. Our ecosystem spans various layers from infrastructure to dApps. We incubate new projects and tie everything together with the DEAI token, which is integrated within all verticals. Now, there's several layers. One is the keymaker, the cipher, and then the zero construct program and the zero economic framework. I want to dive into the keymaker and the cipher real quick because these are going to be the two main components, and then the zero construct program and the zero economic framework is pretty straightforward. Now, scrolling down to the keymaker. So the keymaker is basically going to be your artificial intelligence marketplace. Oop. Let me scroll back up. Scroll back up. There we go. So Keymaker is an open DEAI platform. Keymaker is 20 plus DEA multi-model tools blending proprietary and community contributed products to streamline the creation of DEAI apps. Now that's just basically what that means is if you have an idea for an AI model, you can actually go through the Keymaker place and basically launch this project, and they give you the tools to build the project in case you aren't tech savvy, or if you're a developer and you want to utilize the ecosystem, this is another place to do it. And through this marketplace and platform, that's where you're going to see the exchange and the communication of ideas between these machine learning models. Now, the reason why BitSensor Tau is so powerful is because they basically create an interconnected network where you can train these machine learning models, and you can basically contribute information to other machine learning models so that it builds and builds and builds up to make a better ecosystem. And that's basically what the Keymaker is going to be, and it's the heart and center of the DEAI ecosystem. So it is a permissionless DEAI marketplace designed for users and developers to contribute, discover, and utilize DEAI apps. The built-in discovery platform serves as an access point for existing and upcoming DEAI products. Keymaker is where projects incubated through ZCP will be launched. Key benefits: increased usage results in more tokens paid to DEAI developers from the Zero Economic Framework, and the Zapper-like Keymaker API acts as a central hub for integration, offering developers a unified source of tooling for all apps. So basically how this is going to work is the Keymaker is where users can go download dApps, and then developers can launch dApps, and then they're also going to find a real easy way for you to create your own dApp with the existing tools if you have an idea for an AI model. And based off of how many people download your dApp or use your dApp, you can actually earn tokens. So let's say someone makes a ChatGPT equivalent on top of DEAI and a bunch of people use it. Well, if you're a developer, you can actually earn these tokens and use that for economic revenue, pay your team, anything across the board, which I think is absolutely genius. And then also on top of that, incubation. Not only is this an AI ecosystem and a language learning model, but they're also going to be incubating projects, which means they're going to be launching projects on top of this blockchain / ecosystem. So you're going to see new projects like DEXs, meme coins, and the whole 9 yards, which I think is really cool. I wouldn't be surprised if they launched some sort of meme coin through this platform to get promotion through it. Now, the next one we're going to talk about is Cypher. And this is the dApp chain. And this is the next key component of this ecosystem. So Cypher efficiently manages and assigns rewards to AI models based on their actual usage, promoting fairness and transparency within the ecosystem. So within the Z1 ecosystem, you're going to have these AI models that are going to be sitting there solving problems, and they're going to run like a node. And through that node, you can also earn rewards tokens that can be used to create another node, pay out to developers, or paid out to node operators. And this is where you're going to get that component where people put in their computational energy to run the network. It's going to be built on the Arbitron Nitrous tech stack, which is basically similar to Arbitron. And it's going to be used for enhanced performance, scalability, seamless data availability, integration with Celestia for robust data management. And the main component of this is it's going to be a proof of stake-based validator network. Now, as I mentioned earlier, a lot of these AI models and blockchains are going to be proof of work. This one's using proof of stake to implement its ecosystem. Now, if we come over here to get a good idea of what they're building out, so at the top level, they're going to have these LLM models, language learning models, where you have your ChatGPT, Bard, Claudia, and the whole 9 yards. And then on this right side, you're going to have decentralized infrastructure. This is where you're going to store data. Filecoin, Akash, and POKT. Basically, they serve as these massive libraries where you can put data into it, and when these language models start to run, it pulls data from these libraries and then utilizes it. Next one is the AI autonomous agents and dApps. This is where the dApps is going to be created. If you want to use one of the dApps from the ecosystem, you can access through this. Then you have the data tooling. This gets into taking the data, creating models. This is more on the developer end. And the accessibility layer. This is where users can actually go on, build their projects. If you're a community member, you can use the tooling to create your own AI project, which is absolutely awesome. So basically, this all works in a one-end model. And what's really interesting is they're going to be really utilizing Khaos to generate a lot of that computational energy through DPIN. And that's why DPIN is so important, because DPIN is going to be the backbone of artificial intelligence. And rather than, build out their own DPIN infrastructure, they're utilizing existing DPIN infrastructure. On top of that, this is going to be a multi-chain protocol, which means they're going to be utilizing other networks and other projects on Ethereum, Arbitrum, and other layer 1 and layer 2 blockchains, which is awesome, and it gets into that interoperability narrative on top of that. Now, some things to look at on the roadmap. Right now, they're basically getting through testnet. They just launched out the token. They put out the roadmap, talking about what they want to do, and they're looking for ambassadors and getting into the marketing and the promotion. Soon, they're going to get into staking vaults. And then down the road, they're going to be launching the DEAI economic framework. And so that's going to get into app development. If you create a really good app, how many of these tokens will you get? How will the nodes and the validators work? They're basically going for a Google partnership right now. And so one of their main goals is to set something up with Google, which makes me extremely bullish, because if they're able to achieve this Google partnership, there's a good chance there's going to be a lot of eyes on this tokens. And this is where the speculation part comes in, because cryptocurrency is 90% speculation, 10% utility. And that's a quote I came up with. And the reason why it's 90% speculation is because right now we're not sure if any of these projects are going to do anything. And out of this next bull market, there's a good chance that we might get a couple of them that survive and they're actually using our everyday lives. And if Z1 Labs could secure this Google partnership, it increases the chances of this project surviving after this bull market. Now, coming down to quarter 3, they're getting to the platform launch. They're going to get the Z1 white paper release. So this is going to be like the main blockchain. They're going to get off of testnet, and then they're going to launch this Cypher beta testnet. They're going to have the main launch event, and then they're also going to have the Z1 conference. So from now and up to quarter 4 this year, you're going to see a lot of bullish news behind DEAI and also implemented by the Z1 Labs. And the reason why I like this is because when we get into this hype phase of the bull market run, you're going to see a lot of this news hit off on Twitter. People are getting excited, and this is going to directly impact the token price. And these are things that you got to look at with some of these projects, because if they have bullish news and they're posting stuff and they're marketing it, there's a good chance people are going to speculate more and more and more. Now, coming over here to the white paper, I just want to talk about the talent real quick. So as of right now, they have about 5 main developers. They probably have some more. These developers work for SEI, Solana. They also work for Global Ledger, Asymmetrix. So they have a really diverse background, and these developers are really great. And what's interesting is there's a guy named Agent OX, and he's like the main CEO of this project, and he's also Anon, which means I'm kind of getting some Satoshi Nakamoto vibes with him, but essentially he's going to be the main head of this entire project. And it's a very small team, and it's a very small project. Now, if we come over here to the DEAI token and just check this out right now, at the time of this recording, we got a market cap of 663 million. There's about $10 million of locked liquidity, and the circulating supply is about 100 billion tokens. So my overall thoughts on a project like this when it comes to market cap after doing so many research, $600 million for a project like this is very small. You're going to see a lot of these AI projects get up to the hundreds of billions of dollars in market cap. And in my opinion, if this roadmap gets released and they hit every single target, this thing could absolutely skyrocket anywhere between, I would say, 10 billion on the low side to upwards of 150 billion, especially if they can secure that Google partnership. And overall, it's definitely anywhere from a 50x to a 200x gem. Well, guys, that's it for the video. Leave a comment down below. Let me know, what do you think about the DEAI project? And also, let me know, is there a project you want me to cover in the next video? And before I wrap this video up, smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, and turn bell notifications on so I can keep you guys up to date with the latest, greatest news and information within this space. My name is Khaos Kris. I love every single one of you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, y'all.